Should we like introduce ourselves first?
Oh, yeah. Sure, yeah, we can do that, I guess.
Should we be like?
Yeah, give us your first and last name, what school you go to, and
Plans after high school?
well, that is one of the questions that I have.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could just answer that right away. Yeah, say what school you're going to, or like what your plans are after high school, and if you're going to college, what you plan on majoring in. All right? Sound good?
That's what we do for the intro?
Yep, first and last name, what school you're graduating from, and then what your plans are for after high school.
Great, I'll go first. I'm Anne-Marie Jerome, if you didn't know that already. I was cyber schooled, I'm a PA Cyber, and I am going to Messiah University to major in public relations and minor in marketing.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, I am Landon Almond. I am graduating from BCCS, and I'm going to Patrick Henry to study government. So yeah. Thank you.
I'm Jane Bullish. I don't know. I am homeschooled, so I'm graduating from my dining room table. And I'm going to Cedarville University to major in visual communication design and triple minor in Bible, Spanish, and studio art.
Triple minor. That's intense. Anybody want to start off the questions, or I can just jump in? David, what you got?
All right, was there a certain turning point in your 4 years of high school that you started to better yourself?
Started to what?
Like better yourself?
Oh, okay.
Kind of versus habits. Like, was there like a certain...
I will take that because I really had a really big one. I mean, anybody who was here last week, I shared my testimony last week, and it was filled with some pretty rough stuff. And my turning point, or as I like to call it, like the moment my life started, was February this year, and that was a big moment. And a lot of things have changed since then. So that's what I would. It sucks that it's so late in my high school career that my turning point happened, but it happened, and I'm grateful that it happened in high school, and that it happened at all. So that was mine.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't really call it a turning point, but it was really like senior year when I was really like, hey, I'm going to college. I should probably try to pick stuff up and actually do stuff. So that's when I started taking like all the advanced courses, all the college courses that'll help me later in life. That'll actually get me like credits that'll help in college and actually get me like the subjects that I'm gonna study later on in my career. And then, yeah, pretty much that.
I'm kind of the same as Landon. I don't think I have a turning point in my life. I started taking a class in Geneva, so that was cool. I got credits for college already, so yeah.
Nice. And this is a good opportunity to just say, like, if you don't want to answer the question, like, you don't have to answer every question, because that could be a lot. Or maybe it's just not applicable. Because I have a question that's specifically for Landon, so we just can't hear it. But Landon, the question is, how are you so funny and attractive? The more specific you can be, the better.
Someone's jealous.
No, but somebody related to you did.
I mean, I don't know. I couldn't really put it much better myself. I would say it was mostly genetics. So, yeah, it was all natural born. But it does take skill to refine, you know.
It's true, yeah.
It is. Thank you for the question.
That's good. I hear Landon's doing personal training later, so if anybody wants to sign up,
What?
I can be as attractive and funny as Landon. He's doing some classes later.
I got you.
Yeah, sign up cheap is alcohol. Yep. It is a $100 entry fee.
I take
so,
payment
yeah.
in cash, card, or food. Whatever is applicable.
All right, next question. Anybody want to jump in next?
You did write this.
No, I didn't.
No, he did not write it. One of the girls in my
No,
group
he
did.
wrote it, and I told it to you because he told me to ask him too.
I wonder who.
Sorry, you can pay me and then I'll show you where the sign is.
Smart.
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta find your feet over here.
I did not, right?
Actually, I was sitting in
All right, anybody have a question, or I can ask one of these right here. All right. How do you maintain good mental health even when school gets hard?
I have not.
What?
I have not.
Okay. If you have, how do you?
My maintaining my mental health during doing schoolwork is to avoid schoolwork at all costs. But I would not recommend that. And that was me earlier in the year. It's not me anymore. But what I will answer this. I will answer this honestly. Don't worry. I know it's a question. That sounded really scary and specific. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
I just wanted to build on it because it was a very vague question, but like everyone says like junior year is your peak of bad. Like how did you make it through your peak? Really? What's your peak of bad?
My peak of bad was senior year. I mean, junior year was okay for me. So for PA Cyber, you can do virtual courses, which you are online for an hour a day and like with a real teacher, and you get assigned homework. And then you have BC classes, which are blended courses, and you kind of have like assignments you do at your own pace. And for the first month, you go to like one class per week, like an hour-long class once per week. And if you have like good grades and you're keeping up with like the self-assigned stuff, you don't have to go to those classes. And then there's asynchronous, which is just the self-paced work, no classes attached at all. And first years of high school, I did kind of like a mix of virtual and blended. And junior year, me and my mom decided, because she keeps track of my credits, because I don't know what I'm doing most days. We kind of decided that I was going to take like 8 different classes. So that's like all year, like 4 classes virtually, like 4 hours a day sitting in front of a computer, getting homework, but also 4 classes that I had to keep up with, that I had to do every single day. That didn't end well. And then so that was hard, but then this year I only took virtual classes because my mom was afraid I was going to fail out of senior year if I took more blended classes, and she probably wasn't wrong with that. So I took all virtual classes this year, and I'm getting really into my schooling, so I'm gonna wrap this up quickly. But anyways, it was still kind of tough because I didn't need to take a science credit this year, and I ended up taking a science credit, and I ended up not being able to keep up with physics, and I'm like,
I'm not taking that.
I almost failed out of physics. But so, don't take the classes you don't need to take. If you don't want to take advanced classes, don't take advanced classes. You don't have to. The world's not going to end if you don't do honors. The world's not going to end if you don't do AP. They do help, but it's not the end of the world if you don't do them. You'll still get into college, you'll still get good grades. And be realistic on what you can and can't manage. And ask for help when things get hard. That's all I can get.
All right, any other questions? Next question. Luke.
Okay, Landon. What is your biggest regret of your 4 years of high school?
It's kind of a loaded question. There are so many.
The biggest one. Or the top 3. Whichever you want.
Top 3.
Just give us one.
I'm just trying to think.
We need help, Mike.
I would say probably like not getting to know a few of my classmates until like early this year. Because there are some kids that I've been with since freshman year that I've started with in high school that I just never really talked to. Either because like they weren't super outgoing, they were shy, or we just never had the same interests. Until this year when I really started to connect with them and realized that they're actually like super fun people. They're actually nice people to be around. And yeah, we became friends. But I wish I'd done that sooner so we could have had more time together.
Next question. Ashley.
It's for everybody. What is, like now
what's your, whether it's college or otherwise, like what right now are you most excited about now graduating? Like
College boys.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Yes.
And I'm so happy to hear that.
Congrats, Simon. Anyways, realistically, I mean that's on a more relatable note. Can I take that back? All right.
Yeah, we are live streaming right now. There are definitely parents watching. Just to put that out there.
Okay, so to answer your question realistically, probably just to be able to go and like discover who I am outside of our hometown, because I know all of us have like lived here our almost entire lives, and I think it'll be really interesting to, even if we're going like an hour away or not even an hour away, just to be able to discover who we are when we don't have the influences that we have around here.
Thank you.
Way to turn that answer around. Landon, would you like to rephrase your answer?
I mean, yeah, I'm kind of just gonna piggyback on what she said about like moving out. They say when you get to Beaver County, you either hate it and you leave forever, or you stay there and then you have kids and your kids have kids, and soon you're like a 5th generation family living in Beaver County. And I'm kind of in the middle. I got here freshman year, and I was like, oh, this is Western PA. This is not what I'm used to. And honestly, over 4 years, I've kind of grown to kind of love it. So I wouldn't come and stay here my whole life, but I have kind of grown fond of it, and I would definitely come back. But still, it's nice to get away and to get to a new place that I've never been. In this case, for me, Northern Virginia. So
I think kind of a combination of both of their answers. I personally like living here. Not the first one.
Yeah, both.
I like living here. I know as much, but yeah, right. But I'm excited to explore a new place and make new friends, hopefully, and be an adult outside of here.
All right. What is one of your best quick high school memories? So no like 10-minute stories, but like one of your best high school memories. It can be just like at school, or it can be from youth group, but one of your best high school memories.
I don't remember most of high school, so Jane has one of me, she just said, so I'm gonna let her take this one.
There's a video that explains it better, but we were at a fall retreat. I think it was your first year, Ben. Or maybe not, I don't remember. We played a game where you had to.
No!
Oh, yeah. That was great. At Promise Camp?
Hi, everybody.
Was that at Promise Camp?
Yeah. It was a promise camp.
Oh, yeah.
And
This is good.
we.
If you scroll back on our social media account, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
I took that video. It was
Yes,
great.
It was amazing.
But we had to play a game. It was like 11 o'clock at night. We had a cup of Mountain Dew and then a candle, and there were 2 people playing across the table, and you had to.
And a lighter.
And a lighter. You had to drink the whole cup of Mountain Dew, but also keep your candle lit.
Yeah, you could only drink when the candle was lit.
Right.
Yeah.
But the other person was trying to blow your candle out. But, so it was Anne-Marie and Luke Hagberg.
He's playing. He still hasn't forgiven me for this. He still hates me.
I don't blame him. But it was like, yeah, Anne-Marie was competing, and she took a drink of Mountain Dew, but like her brain told her to blow out Luke's candle, but she didn't swallow first, so she spit Mountain Dew all over the candle and the table and Luke and like half the people watching.
Yeah.
It's a good thing it was before COVID, because it was.
I will never.
Oh, for sure.
I will never forget that.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah,
cool.
I
And it broke the
love
camera.
that.
Like the mountain bike broke the camera with green light, and it was great.
Yeah.
So you won.
Yes, it's me. There's honestly been so many, but I just can't think of them now. They would take way too long. So I would say probably one of my favorites is this year in our senior musical, getting 15 junior and senior high guys to steal all of the candy from the girls' locker room while they were not looking, and then keep it until we were told to not very politely give it back. Which we did give it back, but then we made up for it by giving them flowers and candy and totally just like, and writing a poem. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, so that was from all of us to them, and they appreciated it very much. So yeah, that's what it was. It was still very funny.
All right, next question.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, Olivia.
When you were like looking at visiting different colleges, how did you know that the one you picked was like the right one for you?
I can answer all of these first. Sorry, guys. So how many colleges did I visit? Oh gosh, I visited probably 4 colleges. And I mean, Messiah University, Evan goes there. So I had kind of been on campus, and I think I had wanted to go there since my freshman year. I was like, I kind of, we toured it together. I toured it with him. We all did as a family. And I was like, oh, I like it here too, but I never wanted to end up in the middle of Pennsylvania. I wanted out. There was just something about it. I was just there, and it like felt like I was supposed to be. And I had 3 schools in the running. It was Messiah, Eastern University, which is near Philly, and Wheaton University, which is in Illinois. And I never got to go look at Wheaton. I got accepted, but I never took 8 hours and drove over there and checked it out myself. Did check out Eastern. Eastern and Messiah were kind of in the running, but something you have to like look out for is, this sounds cheesy, but in the age of technology, if you don't like their like website, I get sketch vibes from some websites, and I'm like, sorry, man. I don't. Like, that's one thing I judge them on. Social media, websites. The t-shirts, if they're not good t-shirts.
That is true. T-shirts are a
But
make or break.
it is a make or break. They try to bribe you with them, but if they're crap, don't go. But then Messiah also has something called a Spotlight Day, and I got to sit in on like a real college class, and I walked out of the college class, and I remember thinking, I was like, I don't remember what class I have next. And I was like, I don't go here yet. And then I was like, oh dang, I really do want to. So that was kind of like my like hit on the head of, yeah, this is my college. When you start thinking about it like your college, it's your college.
Yeah, honestly, I would say it was just that they catered to my needs. That sounds that sounds like I'm super arrogant and cocky, but it's like the college literally knew like what I liked and what I was going into, and like Anne-Marie said, I sat in on a class and I was like, this is stuff I want to do. This is like, I can imagine myself sitting here listening to this, and that was pretty much one of the main decisions for me. Plus, they gave me a lot of money, so main factor. They're very good at bribing you.
So I only visited one college. I didn't really have any other options that I had found that I liked. But when I visited in March, that sealed the deal because I was like on the fence still. But then when I got there and got to sit in on one of their Bible classes and got to walk around on campus.
Nice. Good job, Ben.
Just drop the mic on.
I'm not done yet. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like, I forgot already who said this, but it was like my college. Yeah.
Moral of the story, go sit in on a college class in your
Yes.
college of choice.
question. Luke, yes.
Hey, smart buddy. What advice would you give to upcoming seniors and upcoming freshmen?
Upcoming seniors. So like, wait, who's upcoming seniors? Juniors. Of course.
Yeah,
Who's the
juniors, raise your
juniors
hands.
in here,
Who's a
Luke?
junior?
Okay, cool.
There you go.
There's gonna be a whole lot of endings that you think you're prepared for, and you're not going to be.
True.
I totally thought I was prepared to get the heck out of this place, and I am not. You're gonna wish more time. You're gonna wish that things were fairer than they were, and you're gonna get to the end, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, what? And yeah, and like, I mean, to all like the athletes in here, I know my sporting events are probably the hardest things. You're gonna get to those sporting events and you're gonna finish that last race and you're gonna be like, now what? It's a really bittersweet moment. And it's so much harder yet so much easier than anyone's ever gonna tell you. And then why are we not gonna be freshmen if they're not in here? Should I just do freshmen in here?
Yeah. Sure.
I don't know, we're recording it, so you might,
Okay. I'm just gonna say freshmen in general. What?
It's over.
Okay, so you still got 3 more years. I got like 3 more days. So like freshmen in general, don't listen to people who say it's the best 4 years of your life. They're lying. However, it's a learning experience, and that sounds really bad. But it's gonna be like the highest highs and like the lowest lows. Like you're gonna gain friends, you're gonna lose them. You're going to do well in school, you're not gonna do well in school. You're going to find things you enjoy, you're gonna find that you hate things that you used to enjoy. It's a roller coaster of emotions. You're gonna hate life sometimes, and sometimes you're gonna have those main character moments that you feel like the only person in existence. And what people are not lying about is when they say that it goes faster than you can ever think. Because sometimes I walk into here and I still think I'm a little freshman. And then I
Something I'm
realize,
a 6th grader.
oh yeah, sometimes. And so enjoy it while it lasts. Learn from those tough moments. Grow from the good ones. Grow from the bad ones too. But keep those good ones close. Keep those bad ones. The lessons you learn closer. And walk out with a smile on your face.
Okay. Yeah, so for upcoming seniors, I would say probably the main thing is live in the moment. Seize the day. This is the last year in high school that you're going to do stuff. So you have to make sure every single thing you do, it's probably going to be your last. So make the most of it. Make sure every single game, every single test, every single extracurricular activity, you make the most of it because that might be your last one you ever do in this high school. And then for upcoming freshmen, and just freshmen in general, I would say, wait, shoot, I just got this. Okay. Find a mentor. The one thing that helped me in freshman year was just finding that junior or senior guy or girl that just, I didn't even know them at the time, but they took an interest in me, they liked me, they became my friend. And they helped me through high school. They were the ones who gave me advice, they were the ones who gave me hope, encouragement in those times. Even when I was a freshman, I didn't know anybody. I came here from the Midwest. I was like, who the heck are these weird people with their weird accents? But those juniors and seniors, they helped me through stuff. And I guess that goes for the new seniors too. Find a younger classmate, dote on them, make sure that they are the person that they look up to. Because if not, they might not have no one else in the world. They might be new to the school, they might not know anyone. If you take an interest in them, if you're friendly to them, that can change the world for them. They can know that at least there's one person, one upperclassman, which is huge to a young freshman, that likes them, that enjoys their presence. So yeah, that's pretty much what I like to say.
Ditto, but especially for the freshmen or just people in high school in general. On the find a mentor thing, that I know multiple adults in my life, Ben included, and Heather, everyone else. And Mrs. Brazil, if you're watching, I hope you are. You're probably not, but it's okay. They have really helped me through middle school for most of them, into high school, and then hopefully into college. I hope I still have contact with you guys. But yeah, they helped me with a lot for like questions regarding faith or just life in general. And I don't think I would be who I am without them.
Can I add something real fast? So, in addition to that mentor thing, whether you're a senior or you're a new freshman, find a teacher. Honestly, when you're a freshman, those teachers, you might hate them. It may seem like they hate you. But when you're a senior, honestly, you've grown to love those teachers. You know that you form relationships with them, and they become your friends. You can tease them, they can make fun of you. They pretty much become your favorite people, even if they give you detentions constantly. I'm not singling anyone else. There are no teachers in this room right now that I'm referring to, but just find that person. They may become your favorite person, your favorite teacher at every school.
I've only given one person attention.
And it was we have a love-hate relationship. I do.
All right, next question. So we have one that somebody on YouTube is asking. Do you know what you want to be in the future? So kind of along the lines of your major. Where do you want to go with that?
After high school. Not after high school, after college.
Yeah, after college.
Career-wise.
Yeah.
So
hang on, it looks like Jaden's got her hand up. So.
I'm sure you should pay attention.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm going into visual communications design, forgot the word. My dream job is to work for Pixar, so that probably won't happen. But I would like to go into advertising, and that's as far as I got. So like, if you're going into college and you don't know, who cares?
That's so true. I laughed so loud. It's like, yeah, I didn't know. Yay. Yeah.
I knew what I wanted to do after college first, and I kind of based my major on that, which people tell you not to do, but if the career thing fails, public relations is a really broad major I can do pretty much anything in. I want to manage a music artist. My dream job is to kind of be the PR specialist behind a musician or a band and kind of control their image and be kind of the person who does the tours and the person who kind of puts like the artist out there and manages all that. And that stemmed from me. How did you know? No, it stemmed from me loving music, but knowing that I was not going to get anywhere musically, just anywhere. I'm not that gifted in that area, but also kind of research I've done into musicians I like and seeing that, listen, it gets good. And seeing kind of the damage that making an image for an artist does on the actual artist, and wanting to kind of go out into the music world and make a difference in an artist and undo some of the bad things that have happened in that area.
Yeah, so, sorry.
You are gifted in that area.
I'm no Taylor Swift. That's all I can say.
Hey, she's done a lot of things. A lot.
She has.
To say.
I'm not Taylor Swift. Go ahead, Lynn.
Yeah, probably my end career would be work in DC, politician. And if we're continuing the saga of dream jobs, work in Congress, be a congressman. It's pretty high, but I mean, that's my goal. If she could get into Pixar, she can become a producer. Why the heck can't I be a congressman, right?
Landed for president.
Yeah.
Or universal
banners.
But you're even into that. My goodness. Alex.
Oh my gosh.
What is one person that you are most thankful for?
I have one. I have two. And not my parents, sorry. You're like they're in a different category. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll just say like parents not included.
Yeah,
There you go.
thank you. I already mentioned Mrs. Brazil, Diana Brazil. She's definitely one. And then Tim Koloje is another one. Did you want like an expansion or just the people? Okay. They're like really great.
I would say probably I have two that have just come to the top of my head that have just one has really influenced my passion for history and my career that I'm going to, and the other has been that one person who I can always make fun of and who I know won't take it personally. So, Heather, thank you. Thank you for being there for 4 years, even though we've had our rough spots. You're probably one of my favorite teachers, so thank you. And the other, probably. The other's actually another teacher. So thank you if you're watching to Mr. Steve Warden. I appreciate you. You are such an inspiration for, in all seriousness, it's just your love of history and your love of everything that's going on in this world and your sometimes funny, racist, and sexist jokes. So thank you, Steve, for that. I appreciate you in a joking manner.
Mine is, oh my gosh. Wow, I'm trying to think. I would probably say most would be my head coach, Coach Monica, but we don't call him Coach. We just call him Monica because we're cool like that. But that was my second one. I just Heather's giving me answers from online over there. Thank you, Heather. She does know. Yeah, Monica's been like a second mom to me all these years. And then, as Heather so kindly pointed out to me just now, my therapist, Kathy. She's a pretty cool woman. Yeah. She's dealt with a lot. She was me for the patient.
All right, next question. Yes, Luke.
Oh my gosh.
And then Luke.
What is the most bizarre thing that has happened to you in the last 4 years?
Bizarre. You.
Weird, unnerving, strange.
You just listen pretty
We
closely.
listed personality traits over here. I don't. Okay. Probably. Oh my gosh. Wow, I had one. Right into my time. Anybody else? Bizarre. I don't know, man. I shook hands with Sadie Sink in this very church. That was pretty bizarre. One random Sunday morning. Anybody else?
Why are you looking?
I don't know. How am I supposed to look at Landon?
You can if you want
I
to.
guess I have something bizarre.
Good.
I almost got arrested in D.C.
Linda.
Oh, this is a funny story. So freshman year, we're on the March for Life with the school. And this is after the whole March thing ended, they said we could go explore the museums and stuff. So I don't know why, but my group let me be leader. And so I decided to walk across illegal federal ground as a shortcut to get to our destination. But luckily, no one was there. No guards were there. And they never found out it was us. Although later, someone in the group pointed out, yeah, you know, that was illegal, right? And I was like, I mean, I never got caught. Life lesson, don't be me.
It's not illegal if you don't get caught.
I was gonna say, yeah, just don't get caught, right? This is, hopefully we'll take this off before you go on for conference. Okay. All right. Next question, or you have one?
Luke, you got back to question.
What?
You ask a question.
You wanna
Okay.
pass?
You're gonna
Next
be mad
question.
at me if I say this. My youth pastor dislocated my shoulder.
Oh, that's so false. That's so false. My back was involved, but I didn't even know she was there.
Jeez.
No!
Oh my gosh.
Not crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a true story.
It's
One
so
of those
hard to
stories.
find. It is a true
It
story.
is a true
I did not
story.
dislocate your shoulder.
You
were
were
behind
the
me and you
problem.
tried to attack me.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
you ran into me while I was like
Just saying.
Next
Trying
question.
to
Question time.
do an epic thing.
Next question.
It was epic.
Lucy.
Yes, there you go. Lucy. But just like, let's just say like collectively, what has youth group meant in your life, I guess? Like how influential has it been in like your middle school and high school lives and some of that?
I would say for me it was just kind of like a constant. It was always there. And I mean, yes, Jesus, I loved worship. I loved getting to like listen to the messages and like the lectures. I loved small group, but just kind of like the fact that once a week I could like go and I could like have fun for a night and I could go and be surrounded by a bunch of people my age that I knew had the same like ideas and life as not life, kind of ideas on how life should go as me. And that was really important for me to have kind of that like constant thing in my life to be able to turn to when like things were kind of rough.
Wait, what was the question?
Just like what place did youth group have in your life, kind of growing up, whether it was like middle school, high school?
I mean, probably the thing that's kept me here through all 4 years when other people I know have just left or just not come is just the amount of new friends I've made and people that I don't see anywhere else but youth group practically. And it's just a joy to be able to see new people that I don't see every day at school and people that I just don't really get bored of because I look forward to seeing them every Sunday because that's the only time I could really get to see them. So yeah, it's just that fellowship and community.
I have gone to pretty much every youth group since 6th grade. Yeah. So it's always been here, and like Landon said, I get to see people because I'm not here on Sunday morning, so I get to see people that I don't see any other time in the week, or I see people that I see all the time again, which is great. But yeah, it's always been here, and it's like a part of my life that I feel like something would be missing if I didn't have it.
All right. What is something God has shown you in your senior year?
Like just one, one thing.
Say most significant, or I mean, Amber, you kind of shared like
Oh
all of
yeah.
that last
Oh
week.
yeah.
So we can just say like, go check out the video from last
Oh
week.
yeah, guys, go check out like the 43 long minute testimony I shared last week.
It's long, but it's worth it. It's on YouTube.
It's on
It's
YouTube.
just on our YouTube channel. Yeah.
I put closed captions on, and I think I made it 5 minutes into the video, and I counted how many ums I said, and I think I said like 43 in like 5 minutes.
Probably how to be a better leader and not just being a leader to just inflate my ego. To be a leader to like help other people. Stop laughing, Jesse. To help other people in like a servant way. Like I think there was one lesson where we talked about Jesus as a servant leader. I'm pretty sure there was. And about how he was humble and about how he didn't do it for himself. He did it to help other people. He went down to their level, like washing his disciples' feet and stuff. But he still was a leader and he led them on that. So pretty much, yeah.
not take anything for granted, whether that's people or time with people or events or time with him.
That's good. All right, yes, Luke.
What's the biggest miracle that has happened in your senior year? Or in your high school?
Check out my 43-minute long testimony.
You guys memory.
Just log the video. Put it in the
Yeah, put some links in here.
Yeah.
To the video of
Luke,
Amber
you
East.
say that again?
You and for East drama.
It's the biggest miracle. Preferably by God.
Miracle's a big word.
Let's see how many we do here.
Wait, like a godly miracle, or just like a miracle?
Let's rephrase it and just say like the biggest God moment in like your 4 years or whatever. Because miracles aren't like, they don't happen every day, you know, so maybe you don't have them.
I have one. Wait, when was that? Was that in high school 2018?
Yes. Okay. That was end of freshman year, beginning of sophomore year.
You guys are paying more attention than I am.
No, I just know what it was from.
Right. Anyway, so it's a long story, and there's a lot of details, but my grandpa, we found out that he only had a couple weeks left to live. So we were able to make his last 2 weeks of his life some of the best times I've ever had with my family, and that was definitely a God moment. Just how a lot of things lined up, like my dad was able to take off work, and my uncle and aunt and my cousins were in town, and my other uncle was in town, and it was a miracle.
Next question, anybody got one? It's 8:28. So if you don't have another question, that is okay. All right, here's our last question from our YouTube commenter. Have you ever had a bad hair day?
Yes.
Yes.
I have curly hair, what do you think?
Every time, right?
Freshman year, I thought spiking my hair all the way up was cool.
Okay.
I'm just not ready.
Lucy has one.
How do you decide, like, advice on choosing the people you want to be around? Like, friends?
You get stuck with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks at Jada.
The feeling's mutual.
It's probably worse for her.
No comment.
I mean, thinking of my like little group of friends. Also, you don't need a lot of friends, guys. It's stick with your close group. I don't know what you just said, but I'm gonna choose to ignore it. No. I think it's like walking or talking. I was like, what is that supposed to mean? I don't know. Shut up. Like thinking to my little group of friends. I mean, one has been here since like preschool in this very church. Upstairs.
Yeah, when we say we grew up in the church,
Oh yeah, we grew up in the church. Yeah, it is not a joke. But yeah, so one's been with me for like 15, 16 years now.
I can't count. I don't know.
Yeah, we're homeschoolers.
That's not fun.
Yeah, one of my friends, we both sorry, it's 8:30, it's past my bedtime. We both went through breakups at the same time, and that kind of, we've been like best friends ever since. And then we kind of just dragged you in by the hair, didn't we? Yeah, all right. And then we just found this unsuspecting junior, and we said, hey, you look kind of messed up, come join. Find those younger kids and drag them in, and then make them cry when you have to leave. Oh yeah, but yeah, so, I mean, friends come and friends go. Some stay, some don't. it's all a good time, learning experiences. Anyone else?
I do have to say, I was like kind of forced to be with all the friends that I have now. It's not my fault we were in preschool at the same time.
You could have been born later. I don't
No,
know.
my bad. Anyway, all my friends from church, obviously, like, we've been in youth group for 7 years. So I've known a lot of these people for a long time. And then all my friends at co-op, I was forced to be with again because there's like 2 people in each class. So yeah, but they're my favorite people. Love you guys.
You get limited options when you're in school.
Yeah.
That's why our circles are small.
I would probably say like friends will probably just come to you. No matter if you have like the same hobbies, same interests, they'll kind of just come to you. I'm friends with people who I don't even like what they're doing, but yet we're still friends. I don't know how, but like it's just people that you enjoy having the company of, which could be anyone, honestly.
It might just be the politician vibe, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Just kidding.
I don't really know how I got my friends, so
That's good. All right.
You become president, remember me.
I'm just kidding, Luke.
Remember his face when he's on the wanted list.
Yeah. All right, is there anything that you guys would want to say to the group? It's not like this is goodbye, because, we'll see you in 2 weeks. When we come
Can't
back.
get rid of us that easily.
I know, it's true. Yeah, we try. I'm just kidding.
Thanks.
Just kidding. And you have more time like after Panama and in Panama and all that kind of stuff. But anything that you would want to say right now in this context to freshmen, sophomores, juniors, or your fellow seniors?
Find your thing and roll with it. Honestly, just high school is not your entirety of life. Don't get stuck here. You are going to live, hopefully, we're going to throw that in. Hopefully you will live a lot more years than just your 4 in high school. And hopefully they will be a lot better than these 4 years in high school. So, again?
Alright, round it rolls.
So mine, I dropped it. Moving on. So, yeah. There's life after high school. Don't just YOLO it and come out the other side with not a lot of things to go from there. But don't get caught up in everything that happens, because it's easy to get caught up in the drama, get caught up in the dating, and who has the best grades, who has the best friend group, who has this, who has that. It's the popularity contest. It's all kind of worthless after high school. Nobody cares. Even you get to senior year and you're kind of just sitting here and you're like, nobody cares about that. Stop making it a big deal. Okay, cool. Your shoes are cool. Stop bragging about they were like $200. Go to Goodwill. So, thank you, Sam. So, yeah. Take something seriously, don't take all of it seriously. That's all I got for you.
High school's like a sitcom. There's love, there's loss, there's drama, there's plot twists, and there's unlikable characters. But I was not referring to you. But like a sitcom, once the season finale's over, once the series finale's over, it's done. You may want to go back and relive it. You may try to relive it, but it's done. You can't change it. You can't go back. You got to move on. You'll probably still have those close friends that you have, but overall, it's temporary. You got to move on. Go into college, go into the real world, and live. High school is not the end of the world. It's just the beginning.
Don't get stuck here. That's all I have to say. Go out and meet new people, guys. Go travel. Go meet new faces. Go look at some oceans, mountains. Go buy a plane ticket. Don't get stuck in Western PA. That's all I got to say.
Unless you like it.
That's true.
Still go out and see some other places before you settle down, though.
Like Panama.
like Panama
That's what I
or
said.
Challenge.
Go meet some people that aren't like you. Go see some new faces. Not just the 20 you grew up with.
All right. Any last things? Going once? Going twice? All right, let's pray for you guys, and then we'll clap and all that kind of stuff. So, yes. All right, let's pray. Father, thank you for this time and just being able to hear from our seniors, hear their hearts, hear about their journeys, both good and bad experiences. Lord, but we know that you've been good through them all, present through them all. And so, Father, thank you just for you being glorified through their lives and their stories. And Father, we pray that as they enter this new season, going off to college and all that life holds for them, God, we pray that you continue to just make yourself very real to them. God, continue to show them yourself, continue to just show them how you're walking alongside them. And Father, I pray that they would be just good lights in the middle of this dark world. I pray that you would use each of them in their desired professions, or that you would give them success, that you give them great skill and ability to do their work well. Lord, I pray that you would also help them just to be hard workers and to apply themselves well to what you would have gifted them in. And Father, we look forward to seeing what they're going to do in the future in your kingdom.